Home are making shocking allegations tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Templeman.
I'm Renee McCullough. They say that South Hills Rehabilitation Center has unsafe work conditions and patients are being neglected.
KEZI 9 News reporter Jaewon Jung joins us live tonight after speaking with two former employees. Jaewon, what can you tell us?
Matt, Renee, I spoke with travel nurse Jane and travel CNA Mary, who tell me during their medical career, they've never dealt with a healthcare center like this. If you remember, just 1 month ago on September 15th, Lane County reported a COVID outbreak here, infecting 32 people and leaving one person dead. Tonight, these workers are now speaking out about what happened inside this building. COVID-19 has put stress on many healthcare workers, but as traveling workers, Jane and Mary say they're used to being in those environments. But they tell me what happened at South Hills was the worst they've seen.
Patients were so neglected in their care.
Patients at South Hills are some of the most vulnerable. Some are even on hospice care. But Jane and Mary tell me the deaths from COVID could have been prevented.
Because there's been at least 5 deaths because of the COVID. Now, granted, like I said, these patients were DNR, and some of them were comfort care and hospice. But I honestly believe majority of those patients would still be here had they not got COVID. And obviously they got COVID from being at that facility from.
Jane and Mary tell me as soon as they walked through these doors at South Hills, they knew this facility was short-staffed. But they say they didn't know they would be working 12, 14, sometimes even 18-hour shifts without proper equipment. Jane says her first day she had 3 to 4 COVID patients, but overnight that number exploded to 11.
Really, before they moved patients in, they should have had it set up already with the proper PPE supplies, hand sanitizer.
Jane and Mary say they often bought their own PPE to use at the facility, and this was all for the patients.
I give my patients 100% everything I do, but the way that they were thanking us was sad. It wasn't like, oh, no problem, like that's what I'm supposed to do. It was like, I haven't received this care.
South Hills did respond to these allegations. They deny the allegations and say patient care and safety is their #1 priority. They also say representatives from the state survey agency as well as the OHA inspected the COVID unit and had no concerns. Matt, Renee, I also did speak with a current staff member at this facility who is also completely denying all of the allegations from those 2 workers. And she says that COVID protocols were strictly followed at all times. South Hills says they will conduct a more thorough investigation on these claims, and we will keep you posted on any further updates. And for a full statement from South Hills, make sure to head over to our website, KEZI.com. For now, reporting live in Eugene, Jaewon Jung, KEZI 9 News.